Hey friends, it's Steph, and today I want to teach you how to make these sugar cookie snowflakes. They're inspired by the beautiful cotton candy skies we get when it's super cold at sunset and sunrise, and they're actually very easy to decorate. So you need your cookies baked and cooled. Then you want royal icing in a flood consistency in pink, blue, and light purple so that we can make this marbled effect, and a white royal icing in a stiffer piping consistency for doing the outlines and adding the details at the end. The recipe for my sugar cookies and the royal icing is on my website, linked in the description, and a nice to have is some edible glitter and white sanding sugar to add some sparkle. First thing we gotta do is outline all of the cookies in that white piping royal icing. This is just to make sure that when we flood them, the icing doesn't run off the sides. It doesn't have to be perfect. I don't follow the exact ridges of the outline of the cookie. It's just to contain that flood icing. Now, to fill them in, we're gonna place dollops of the 3 different colors on each cookie. You can pipe them if you want. I just use a teaspoon. So a little bit of pink, a little bit of blue, and a little bit of that purple, which is just the pink and blue mixed together for easier color mixing. And then I just use a toothpick to kind of swirl and pull the icing out to right to that border. And if that swirling doesn't mix the colors enough, you can just run the toothpick along the cookie in like a swirl pattern, and now we have this kind of tie-dye look. To add a bit of glitz and glam, this is the step where you would come in with your edible glitter. I love this Dazzle Dust from Jenna Cakes. It's like very subtle but very sparkly. It really reminds me of how the snow sparkles when the sun hits it just right. Once you've flooded all your cookies, you have to let them set until that first layer of royal icing is dry before we add the details. This can take a few hours depending on how thick your icing is. I like to put my cookies in front of a fan just because it speeds it up a little bit, but you want to make sure that icing is set before you do the details. Otherwise, they'll just melt in with the icing that you already have down and they won't stand out. And now it's time to pipe the final details using that white royal icing, the same one we did the outline with. The exact design you pipe will depend on what shape your cookie cutter is, because you want to kind of follow the lines there. But I tend to just do 3 overlapping lines from corner to corner of the cookie, and then do little V's at the middle, and then even smaller V's towards the edges. The fun part about this is they're snowflakes. No two are the same. You can do whatever you want here. Then optionally, you can add some white sanding sugar to add a little bit more sparkle. I've done these in the past where I waited longer for that base layer to set, and then the white sanding sugar only stuck to the details I added after, and it looked really nice. But I didn't wait long enough this time, and so the sanding sugar stuck to the base layer as well, which I wasn't sure I loved at first, but I've come to love it now. But since I wasn't sure about it, I did half of them without the white sanding sugar, just so that I had a bit of both. Here's the side-by-side comparison. I want you guys to tell me which one you like better, but I also wanted you guys to see both so you can decide which one you would prefer to do for yourself. Once you have a design you like, you can either repeat it for all the cookies like I tend to do, or mix it up and have a bunch of totally unique snowflakes. Highly recommend edible glitter. Look at how that shines in the sun. That's it, guys. You only need 1 piping bag, a toothpick, some food coloring, optional glitter, and you can make these beautiful snowflake designs too. I feel like a lot of people only make sugar cookies around Christmas, but these are so good, they deserve to be made year-round. Like I mentioned, the recipe is on my website, linked in the description. If you guys have any questions, let me know in the comments. And if you make these, please tag me on socials. I love to see your creations. Thanks for watching. I hope it was helpful, and happy baking.